Coming to you live from Eden Park in the media box. All Blacks 24, Springboks 17. We didn't actually watch it from here. We watched it in the stands over there somewhere. I felt like I'm a fan. I need to be in with the people and feel the atmosphere, and it was an absolutely unbelievable atmosphere. Let me first touch on Auckland and Eden Park before I actually get into the game. Auckland, the people in Auckland, we actually found ourselves at probably one of the only bars that was just South African. There were probably 80% South Africans at the bar. What is it called? The Citizen in Auckland. Absolutely unreal. Met some unreal sappers all the way from Australia, South Africa, New Zealand, all around. We had a few beers with them, and then we made our way over to Eden Park. And obviously we were here yesterday, if you guys have been following the channel. We were here for Captain's Run, Springboks, and the All Blacks Captain's Run yesterday. This stadium feels completely different on a Friday compared to what it feels like on a match day. When they say it's speak of the devil, Ella, she was on our preview yesterday. But when they talk about Eden Park being a fortress, I didn't believe it yesterday. When the stands were empty, when there was nothing going on, you walk into Eden Park and it's almost like a light festival. It's fully packed. The fans are so loud and so passionate. It reminds me so much of home, of South African supporters. No beer garden. You're not wrong. That is one thing that Eden Park is missing, is a beer garden, and I think in South Africa we do that right. But I mean, as South Africans, as Springboks, we came in here and I thought we were in a good place. Yes, we didn't perform that well against the Australians in the first two tests, but I felt like the team that we put on the field, the team that were coming to play, were the team to beat the All Blacks at Eden Park and break this 50-game unbeaten streak, 30 years. I thought this was the day, this was the team. I mean, so many double World Cup winners. You look at that backline: Andre Pollard, Damien Delende, Jesse Creel, Cheslin Colby, Billy LaRue. That's basically our backline from the 2019 and 2023 Rugby World Cup. You look at the forwards: you got Ox, you got Malcolm Marx, you got Eben Etzebeth, Ron Nokirsny, you got Sir Khaleesi, Peter Steptoe, Mark van Staden. That is a World Cup winning side that stepped on the pitch at Eden Park. You look at the All Blacks team coming in, and as a South African, I was quite optimistic because the All Blacks have kind of lost their aura, or that's what people have been saying over the last couple of months, maybe over the last year. They kind of lost that All Black aura, but we saw it on show here tonight. The All Blacks, it doesn't matter who's in that team, when they step on a pitch like Eden Park, like the Fortress, when they run out that tunnel and go play on that field, something just happens. Because in the first half, what I felt like for the Springboks, and for the majority of the game, we had the majority of possession. We had the majority of the territory, but the All Blacks capitalized on our mistakes, and we spoke about this in the preview. We spoke about it when the teams got announced, that we made mistakes against Australia, and they capitalized against us. So when we play in the All Blacks, it's going to be more of the same. Ella, you want to come have a little say? I thought she was going to come in and have a bit of a chirp. But the All Blacks capitalised on our mistakes. And in that first half, we went to half-time, I think it was 14-3. We didn't do much. Yes, we said we were going to go back to Springbok DNA type of rugby. And I feel like we did, but we didn't dominate it. Springbok DNA rugby is being physical, getting over the gain line, and the All Blacks kind of hold this up. We also said in the preview that what's going to win this game is defence. And you look at the All Blacks defence in that first half, maybe not so much towards the back end of the game, but in that first half, they were rock solid because we had the majority of the ball. We had the majority of the possession of the territory as well. And we just couldn't make any inroads into this New Zealand defence. You look at the two tries they scored. Yes, Walt Jordan's try was a good offload by Wallace Atiti, and he broke through the line. I can't even remember how they scored the first try, but it wasn't anything spectacular. It was off of our mistakes. As we know from the Springboks, the bomb squad hasn't been up to standard over the past couple of months. And I thought this was maybe the game they were going to do it. They came on in that second half, and I thought, okay, we normally a second half team. We haven't really been for this season, but last year, think back to the World Cup, we're normally a second half team because of that bomb squad coming on, because of them putting that impact into the game. And that's kind of what happened. You saw Cocker Smith came on. I think he scored a try, or Kobus Reinach eventually got over for the try, but we had that massive scrum in the All Blacks 22. It was difficult to see from our seats. Cocker Smith picks up from the back of the scrum, and Kobus Reinach eventually goes over for it. On Quacker, I don't know what was going on with that yellow card. It happened right in front of us, right over there. The All Blacks hadn't been in the Springboks 22 the entire half. Quacker tried to make a steal, gave away a penalty. Fair enough, that happens. Ref just gives him a yellow card. I didn't think that was a yellow card. I mean, we've given one penalty away in R22 the entire half, and we get a yellow card. Look, it is what it is. Maybe the ref saw something different. Go for it. Maybe the ref saw something different. Maybe I didn't see what exactly happened, but I did not think that was a yellow card. And then you kind of see the 60-minute mark come around. We're still trailing. It's very bleak in the stadium from a South African point of view. The All Blacks aren't dominating. They're not doing anything special, but they're winning the small battles, the up and unders. They're winning the small collisions. They're winning at ruck time. They're not knocking the ball on as much as the Springboks are. We kind of look a little bit lost in attack, where the All Blacks kind of had it figured out. They were going to defend, and then capitalize when their time came. Look when Sasha came on the field. Sasha first came on at 15, and then had to move into 10, and then into 12. There were a couple of injuries. Chesy ended up playing, ended the game at 15, but there wasn't anything special from the Springboks. I thought when Sasha came on, he did give quite an impact into that backline. Ethan didn't really make that much of an impact. Maybe wasn't on for long enough. Chesy also quiet. Look at our big players. Peter Steph-Toy quiet. Jason Colby quiet. Damien Delende quiet. Andre Pollard quiet. And then you kind of start to see what happened in the game. Look, I think from a Springbok point of view, you've got to give credit where credit's due. You've got to give credit to the All Blacks. There's something about this place, which is why they've been unbeaten here for 30 years, which is why it's 50 games unbeaten for the All Blacks. I mean, how succinct, how fairy tale for Ardie Severe to turn over the final ball, win the final penalty for New Zealand and the All Blacks. They're busy clapping Ardie for his 100th. But I mean, what an occasion for Ardie Severe. He is the man of the moment, and he made the moments his. I can't really pinpoint where the Springboks went wrong. I felt like we didn't have enough skin in the game. We didn't do enough to win that game. I'm going to rewatch the game when I get home, and I'll give you guys some afterthoughts tomorrow. It's difficult to kind of see what was going on from our seats, but I don't know. It was a bit of a pop performance from us. We didn't come out hungry. We conceded 2 early tries, and when you concede early tries to the All Blacks, you know that it's going to be a tough road back. No one really put their hands up. I thought Canan Moodie was actually quite good. A lot has been said about his defence over the past couple of weeks. Canan Moodie tackled like a madman tonight. Yes, maybe not as impactful in attack, but that maybe says quite a lot about how we attacked tonight. And yes, we said we're going to go back to Springbok DNA, but when that's not working, we need to shift something. And we tried to do it when Sasha came on. But the All Blacks defended extremely well. They nullified all of our positives, and you got to put your hands up and just say All Blacks were the better team tonight. I'm disappointed, but I feel like we saw a good game. I didn't think we saw a good game up until the 60th minute. The Springboks came back nicely, and you have to give credit where credit's due. All Blacks, 51 games unbeaten here at Eden Park. Next time it's at Eden Park, I'm going to make sure I'm coming over, because we need to get one over the All Blacks at Eden Park. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Leave this video a like, and as always, hit that subscribe button. A vlog is coming later today, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And we're off to Wellington. Let's go.